Hey
You.
guys.
This is part 2, episode 2 of Backstage Pass. This time around, Green will be the one kind of like narrating. So,
Yeah, let's have fun with that.
yes.
The bookstore is crowded with students combing. Is that supposed to be combing?
Yes.
Okay. The shelves for whatever required reading they have for the semester. At the front of the store, 2 long lines of students stretch out in front of the cash registers. Adam and I
Wines.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be wind. Looks like wind. It's true.
Okay.
Our way through the crowd, seeking out our own books. General physics, calculus 1, literature genres, and archetypes. I pick up all the used books I can find, but the price is already stacking up along with the weight of the books in my arms. This is going to cost several $100s by the time I get done. I take my spot in one of the lines and wait patiently as the line slowly inches forward. My pocket hums and I pull out my phone. That's weird. Mom hates calling. It must be important. I size up the long line of students in front of me, and the single hurried I don't know. Cashier at the checkout counter. I've got time. Yes?
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry.
Her voice sounds strained. What's wrong? What happened? Mom takes a deep breath. It sounds like she's trying to calm herself.
Your father is in the emergency room right now.
What happened? My voice cracks.
He collapsed at work. They don't know why yet, but...
Mom's voice trails off. She seems hesitant to say any more, but I guess what she's thinking. It's expensive, isn't it?
It's one test after another right now. Insurance only covers part of it, and he won't be able to work for a while.
The books in my arms suddenly feel a lot heavier. How much am I about to spend? Is it really worth it? Mom seems to read my thoughts.
It's okay, honey. I can ask for extra hours at work, maybe request some holidays.
Should I come home? Maybe I can help.
No, you shouldn't.
She sighs.
To be honest, I didn't even want to tell you.
What? Why?
I was afraid you'd worry too much and you wouldn't be able to focus on your studies.
Mom! This is Dad we're talking about. I deserve to know.
I know. That's why I'm telling you.
Her voice keeps sounding fainter and fainter. Mom, get some rest.
I will.
No, I'm serious. You can't both be sick right now.
Yes, you're right.
The two of us remain silent for a moment.
Don't worry, Sean. We'll find a way to make it work. Just do your best, okay?
It's okay. I promise I'll help. We're family. We'll make it through together.
I know, honey.
Another pause.
I suppose I should let you go.
Yeah, I guess. I love you, Mom.
I love you too, Sean.
As I tuck my phone away, I realize that I'm nearly at the front of the line. Around me, students are chatting excitedly about today's classes or plans for tonight, but it all sounds like a dull humming to me. I stare at the books in my arms. Maybe I can find a classmate and borrow his or her books. Adam runs up to me, a huge smile on his face.
Sean, you're not gonna believe this. This girl actually got a tattoo of...
He stops dead in his tracks.
Whoa, what's wrong?
Nothing. Adam frowns and pokes my cheek.
You're really gonna just lie like that? Tell me.
It's just Mom called. Dad's in the emergency room. He collapsed at work and they don't know why.
What? Is he okay?
I don't know. We don't know anything yet. But everything they're doing is expensive and insurance won't cover it and he can't work and I bite my lip. I refuse to cry in front of all these people.
Hey, you gonna buy that or what?
I look up to see that I'm currently in the front of the line. Oh, I'm sorry. I rush forward and dump my books on the counter. The cashier rolls his eyes and starts scanning my books.
Freshman.
Jerk.
He mutters just loud enough for me to hear.
Oi, shut up, guy. She's got a lot on her mind right now.
Uh-huh. They don't really pay me enough to care.
Do they pay you to be a jerk, or are you always like this?
Thanks, Adam. You're the best.
Yes. The cashier ignores him and hits a button on his register. The total cost of all the books flashes on the screen. My eyes widen. Oh. As I fumble my wallet, Adam steps in front of me.
I've got it.
He pulls out his wallet and hands a card to the cashier. The cashier swipes it before I can protest. He shoves my books into a plastic bag and hands it to me with a bored look on his face.
Must be nice having a sugar daddy.
Oh, you should just shut up already.
Shut up. Shut up. Adam looks like he's about to snap back at him, but I place my hand on his arm and shake my head. As we head to the door, Adam takes a deep breath. As soon as we're out of hearing distance, he growls.
I'm really in the mood to punch something right now.
I smile weakly. Watch yourself. You'll wind up in the tabloids if you have an angry outburst in public.
What, I'm not allowed to have emotions about things?
Maybe he's having a bad day. Dealing with a line this long on his own must be tough. I'd be upset if I were stuck with that job. And speaking of jobs, I think I should get one. Adam's expression softens.
I can help, you know, with school expenses and stuff.
Thanks, but I really need to do this on my own. Adam eyes me carefully.
Now's not really the time to be stubborn.
It's not about being stubborn, it's about priorities and your money.
I make plenty of money.
I hate to have to be the one to remind you, but you've only kept enough for your own tuition. I can't ask you to stop donating to charity just to pay for my bills. I wouldn't feel right. It wouldn't feel right, I should say. Adam looks like he wants to protest, but my phone beeps, indicating that I've set my alarm. I pull it out and glance at the calendar. Oh, I completely forgot. I have a meeting with my advisor today.
Advisor?
Yeah, since I missed orientation, I'm going to speak with him now.
Oh, I guess I should schedule one of those meetings then.
That would be advisable, yes.
Huh,
Those
advisable.
puns.
Puns. It's pretty great.
That wasn't on purpose anyway. I gotta go. I'll see you later.
Are you sure you'll be okay? Do you want me to come with you?
I'm sorry, could I have this time to myself?
Sure, whatever you want.
I arrive at the classroom and
Tentatively.
knock on the door. Deceive it.
Yes, he's a deceiver. A deceiving voice. No, it's a decisive voice. Rings out.
I know that.
Come in.
Because he's totally a deceiver. I open the door slowly to reveal an empty classroom. It feels a lot bigger without all the people in it. My advisor is standing near a desk piled high with papers. Well, I finally get to see Professor Koval up close. I'm not sure where Dad got the idea that he's a hitman.
Sean Gooden, yes? Have a seat.
On the desk in front of me sits a tiny Zen garden with a little ring. Next to it, a plastic frog rests on a wooden puzzle cube. He points to a small plastic box filled with coins.
Coins from around the world. They're from students who've studied abroad.
I see.
First, am I pronouncing your name correctly?
I nod.
Excellent. There are so many unusual names. I always worry that I'm saying something insulting in one's native tongue. Of course, I find my name to be wholly commonplace, but in other places it must be rather exotic.
He chuckles quietly at his joke.
How are you liking your first day?
It's been fine so far, different from what I'm used to.
College is like that. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yes, of course.
You don't have to say that for my sake. I won't be offended. It's my job to help you have the best college experience possible.
It's not that, sir. I'm just a bit distracted.
I hope it's not too rude of me to ask what's on your mind.
Well, I'm not sure if I should be saying this, but I just found out my dad, my dad won't be able to work for a while, so expenses are going to be tight. I was wondering if it was okay if I got a job.
Ah, I see.
Professor Cobalt digs through the pile of papers on his desk and pulls out a yellow sheet.
It's not uncommon for students to hold jobs, and you don't need the school's approval to get one.
He hands me the sheet.
But you might be interested in this. It's a grant application for students with financial needs. Your current situation sounds like it might count. If you're approved, the school will lower your tuition as long as you maintain a C grade or higher.
Really?
Tuition is expensive, and we know it, but we don't want to turn away someone who wants to learn.
I look at the sheet in my hands. Everything looks fairly straightforward. Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me. It's my job.
I'm still grateful. Professor Cobalt waits for me to look over the sheet before he speaks.
Have you thought about a major for yourself yet?
No, honestly, I have no clue what I want to major in at all.
There's no rush to decide immediately, but you should keep it in mind as you take your classes.
Yes, thanks.
Very well. That's all I wanted to talk about. You can bring that form back to me or drop it in the office mailbox.
I'll do that. Thank you very much.
Take care, Sean.
As I walk back to my dorm, I feel a little lighter already. If I can get this grant, that'll be a huge help. I'll still have to get a job, but I'm sure I'll be able to find something. I fold the form up and stick it in my pocket. As I do, my hand brushes against the playing card that Benito gave me. I pull it out and look at his number. He never said whether or not it was a paying job, but it couldn't hurt to ask. I punch his number into my phone and send him a text asking if he's still interested in working with me. My phone buzzes a few seconds later. Let's talk. I'm still on campus near where we met. Come see me. I don't see Benito anywhere, but the crowd of people gasping in surprise in the corner gives me a pretty good idea of where he is. I hear a round of applause followed by the sound of coins clinking. As the crowd is dispersive, I see Benito counting out coins in a few odd dollar bills.
Looks like I'm set for dinner tonight.
I'm not sure if he's joking or not, so I simply nod in response.
I'm glad you came. I didn't think you'd actually accept.
About that, I fidget a little. I'm not sure how to ask without being completely rude. I haven't decided yet whether I want to be a plant,
Oh yeah? Well, what do I need to do to convince you?
He sounds serious, as if he's discussing a business proposition. The thing is, I need money, and I feel like such a terrible person for asking you.
I see.
He pulls a quarter out from the pile of coins he collected and ideally rolls it back and forth on the back of his knuckles. After a few seconds, he nods.
I'm afraid that I don't have much money to offer, but I'm currently in the talks for a TV special right now. If it comes through, that'll pay pretty well.
Oh, that would be a...
That would be a huge help.
That would help a lot. There we go. He eyes me searchingly. His fingers move quickly, flipping the quarter back and forth on the back of his hand with increasing speed.
What happened?
What?
Something happened to you after we met this morning. What's wrong?
Nothing wrong. Nothing's wrong. He flips the coin into the air and catches it in a tight fist.
Don't try to hide it. It's my job to read people. And right now, it's clear as day to me that you're in pain.
It's just trouble at home.
And now you need money?
Yes. He uncurls his fingers slowly to reveal nothing but where the coin once was.
See? That wasn't so hard, was it? Well, the TV deal is still a ways off. But if you really are strapped for cash, why don't you start a blog?
A blog?
It's no cash cow, but it's better than nothing. You'd have to update it regularly, though.
But what would I even write about?
I don't know. What's your area of expertise?
Makeup. I guess. He raises an eyebrow. Hey, you don't have to look at me like that.
How am I supposed to look? You're not even wearing any makeup, and yet that's your area of expertise?
My mom's a professional makeup artist. I've been learning from her and working as her assistant for years. But it's just not for me. I mean, you already pointed out that I don't like being noticed. So I've always tried to avoid wearing makeup. It just makes me feel weird.
And yet you're a professional makeup artist?
Yep, definitely.
Yeah. It's an art. If someone else wants to hang my art in their house, that doesn't mean I have to hang my own art in my house too.
You have a fascinating outlook on things.
Fascinating?
To me, at least. I hope I'll get to study you more sometime.
Why would... What? No. 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 No.
You will never study me. What? The front door of a nearby building opens and a small group of students exits. Benito looks them over quickly.
Sorry to cut things short, but I have to get back to work. If I'm lucky, I'll be able to upgrade tonight's dinner to a medium combo. Stay in touch, okay?
A medium combo. I nod and he bounds off like a child towards the crowd. I stand for a minute and watch him. The serious expression he had a moment ago is gone, replaced by a youthful grin. How old is this guy anyway? I probably should have asked him. And what's the deal with studying?
My thoughts exactly.
At least I may be getting a job, and maybe job is better than nothing. For now, I should probably leave him to his work, though. So, this is my first time really getting a good look at my room. I was so tired last night, I just crawled into bed. And I was running late this morning. I walked through the room slowly, taking time to appreciate each of the decorations. My parents really were meticulous about getting this place to look like my bedroom back home. On the wall hangs a poster from a game I played as a child. I won the poster in a contest when I was 12, and I never had the heart to take it down, so I grew up. Now, now it's even here in college with me. I traced the outline of the logo with my finger. Wouldn't it be nice if I could just go out and hack a few monsters until I earned enough money to pay for college?
This is actually one thing that I really like about Backstage Pass, is that this little thing is from a free otome game that you can get on Sake Visual's website called Ari Alistair, which is a predecessor to this game. So if you want...
It's great.
If you want to kind of get a feeling for Backstage Pass in a way, I guess, besides watching this video. You can go and play that free game. So, you know,
Yep.
we'll probably put like a link in the description or something so that you
Yeah.
can check it out.
Yep. I pull out the form that Professor Cobalt gave me earlier today and seat myself at the desk, not set. Financial need, huh? He said that my situation probably counted. Here's hoping it definitely counts. If I fill the form out carefully and tuck it away in my backpack. Alright, what's next? Homework, right. I eye my bed longingly. Sleep would be glorious right now, but I don't want to fall behind on homework on the first day. Besides, Adam has another show tomorrow, so I won't have any time to make it up tomorrow night. With a sigh, I lift the first show and begin my homework. Thankfully, most of the work is review, so it doesn't take me too long to finish it all. Oh, sorry. It's not even midnight yet. Not bad for the first day. I quickly get ready for sleep and throw myself into bed. Sleep time! Yeah! I roll over to turn off the light, but I notice that there's an envelope on the nightstand with my name on it. I cut it open with a pair of scissors and pull out the note. Dear Sean, you're about to start a great adventure in your life. We're both so proud of you for having this... having come this far
already. And we know that you'll do wonderfully in college. Missing you already, Mom and Dad. P.S. Treat yourself to something nice. You deserve it.
A $50 bill flutters out of the envelope to the ground. All the emotions I've been holding back today suddenly burst through, and I feel my eyes welling up with tears. Stupid. You guys can't be so flippant with your own money. Even though my mom called this morning, it feels like this note was written an eon ago. I reach out and pluck the bill from the ground. I can't spend this, not now. I tuck it back into the envelope and stash it in the back of the drawer on my nightstand. I curl up in my bed and pull the cover... Totally lovers. Totally.
Okay.
The covers over me, but I can't stop my tears. They flow slowly, burning my cheeks and soaking my pillow. I don't remember falling asleep, but somehow I do. Sunlight streams through my window as I roll out of bed. The pale blue sky outside the window hits one of the last warm days of summer. I take a quick shower before heading to class, but it's hard to relax. I'm completely preoccupied with thoughts of Dad, work, and school. I float through the day trying hard to concentrate, but my mind keeps drifting. It's been a whole day and I still haven't heard anything about Dad. If I don't hear anything by lunch, I'll call Mom myself. Thankfully, I get a text during my third class. A few students around me giggle when my phone buzzes, but the professor doesn't notice. I furtively pull my phone out and glance at the desk.
Yes, the desk. The task, the test, the text.
See, and I can't read right now.
Dad is stable right now. We love you.
Thank goodness.
Was there something you wanted to share with the class?
Professor Cobalt has stopped his lecture and the entire class is looking at me. My mind blanks out. I count slowly and try to breathe in and out with each count. Why is everyone still staring?
You're welcome to text or chat with your friends, but don't do it here. Anyone who shows up to class should be all here. If you're not interested in being here, no one says you have to come.
My breathing has finally slowed to an acceptable rate. I swallow and nod quickly. Sorry, sir. Understood. The professor returns to his lecture, but I can still feel people staring at me. I can't believe he heard me from this distance. Maybe that hitman thing isn't so awful after all. Relief at knowing that Dad's not well outweighs my embarrassment, but I'm still mortified that the entire class came to a halt because of me. In front of me, a girl passes a note to her friend. We don't have to come to class? Score! Her friend nods and draws a smiley face on the note. My phone buzzes with another text right as class ends.
Hey, Sean, John called. Says I need to show you up early for a show tonight, so I'm going on ahead. I'll see you there.
The concert hall is a fairly short bus ride from the campus, so I grab my makeup case and head out. As I step off the bus, I can see that people are already lining up. Wow, has Adam really gotten this popular in less than a year? I still remember his first performance at the coffee shop that forgot he was even going to be there. I move past the crowd and approach one of the smaller doors on the side, but it's blocked by a burly man in a security guard jacket that's one size too small for him. I strongly suspect that the jacket was the largest option available.
No entry. You'll have to go line up in the front.
No, I'm part of the crew.
The crew's already all inside, setting up. No one is allowed in through here.
No. Well, I mean, I'm not Adam's makeup artist. The guard rolls his eyes and smiles at me patronizingly.
Well, you can go see Adam once the front door's open, okay?
Nearby, the people lining up have started staring curiously.
What's she doing?
I think she's trying to sneak in.
I'm not lying. If you don't let me in.
Don't make me use force.
The guard draws himself up to full height, and before I know it, I've already shrunk away from him. Our conflict has attracted an even larger group of spectators. One girl jabs her friend in the ribs.
Get your phone and record this. It's hilarious.
I'm totally posting the CU tune.
My heart tightens and I suddenly find it hard to breathe. My brain begins to race as soon as I realize what's happening. I have to get out of here before things get worse. I take a halting step away from the guard, but a firm hand rests on my shoulder.
It's all right. She's in.
John! John drapes his arm over my shoulder, pulling me towards his chest affectionately.
This girl's Adam's makeup artist. She's on the list.
His eyes twinkle and he gives me an approving nod. The security guard looks so disappointed. I wonder if he was looking forward to throwing me out.
He totally was.
Yes, he was. I give the guard a small apologetic smile, but he doesn't make eye contact.
Sorry about that, Mr. Brandon. You know how it is.
That I do, and we're mighty grateful you're so strict.
John gives him a quick salute. John pats my shoulder.
So, shall we head inside? I'm sure Adam's waiting for you.
Yeah. The security guard steps aside to let the two of us in. Thanks. I turn to offer John my thanks, but his expression has darkened.
Why didn't you call? I gave you my mobile number for a reason.
Oh, right. I figured he gave it to me out of politeness more than anything else. I'm sorry. I didn't want to bother you.
Well, that's not true at all.
Yes, it is. His face tightens for a moment. Did I say something wrong?
Sean, do you know what bothers me? Not having a makeup artist bothers me. Getting a ring on the phone? Not so much.
I didn't have a choice. That guard...
The guard was doing his job. What about you? You looked ready to turn tail and hide when a simple call would have set everything right.
I feel tears welling up in my eyes, but I blink them back. This is ridiculous. I shouldn't be crying over something like this. My breathing is getting shallower. The words I want to say stick in my throat, but I finally manage to speak. I'm kind of shy about...
That's not shyness, it's selfishness. You're uncomfortable doing something, so instead of pushing through, you hide behind your own insecurity.
His voice is so cold. He doesn't even sound angry, just tired.
I'm not the one who chose you. Adam did. And you were about to let him down.
At the mention of Adam's name, I suddenly feel my temper flare up. Shut up! I step in front of him and spin around to block his way. John eyes me with a mixture of disappointment and weariness. I can feel the tears heating up my eyes again. But John either doesn't notice or care.
What do you want, Sean? Should I coddle you and tell you it's okay to run away? I'm not your nanny.
I want you to shut up! I clench my fists, holding myself back from the punch I so dearly want to place in his face. John sighs and places his hand in his pockets. He looks resigned, as if he's given up on me.
Suit yourself.
Suit yourself.
You didn't have to say that.
I know. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm still kind of tired.
Yeah, well, it's okay.
He walks past me without even making eye contact. John and I haven't traded many words before. This is probably the longest conversation we've had. This is the only conversation we've had. Now that I think about it, and I already hate him. After a few steps, John stops to stare at the bright lights in the ceiling. He turns his head slightly and rolls his eyes in my direction.
Adam's down there, by the way. Try not to be late.
He turns and walks down the hall without bothering to wait for my response. I relax my fists and take a deep breath, trying to subdue my anger. As I watch John walk away, I can feel my fingers curling up and tight into a fist again. I turn on my heel and stalk towards Adam's dressing room. I slam my makeup case into the ground with a frustrated grunt.
Whoa.
Adam takes a small step back as soon as he sees my face.
What happened?
I swallow hard and attempt to smile. Sorry, the security guard wouldn't let me in.
And then?
John let me in. I grit my teeth as I say his name.
Is that all?
Adam searches my face carefully. I quickly wipe away a stray tear still hanging in the corner of my eye. If only he were clean enough to spit on. There. Now that's all.
That bad, huh?
There was a big crowd out the front, and the security guard looked like he wanted to send me to jail. I nearly had a panic attack.
Does John know about you in crowds?
I shake my head. I don't want him pitying me, but then he had to come save me anyway, and I almost cried. I'm so stupid!
Don't say that. You're the smartest person I know.
Thanks, but that doesn't change what happened. I've been worrying about Dad all day and trying not to do. Sorry.
I didn't mean to.
It's okay. Add to that, trying to figure out finances, and I guess this kind of pushed me over the line of all things. I pull out my makeup case and open it with a sigh. We'd better get you ready. I'm late enough as it is. Adam nods and sits down. He knows better than to try to push the issue. As I wipe Adam's face clean, I can tell he still wants to ask me something. Yes?
So, about your dad.
Oh, yes. They still don't know what happened, but he's stable. My anger quickly dissolves as the thought of my father safe and sound. Adam's shoulders relax and he smiles.
Good. It's been on my mind all day, you know.
You don't have to worry about us.
Your dad's a cool guy, and you're my best friend. Of course I'm gonna worry.
I know, it's just... Adam groans and cuts me off.
It's just nothing. I'm gonna worry about you whether you like it or not. How many years have we known each other?
I kind of lost count.
Exactly, so none of this don't worry about me nonsense.
He stands and brushes himself off.
Anyway, it's go time.
He gives me a thumbs up.
Wish me luck.
Like you need it. Adam waves and heads to the stage swing. Ring. I can hear the crowds of people chattering excitedly. The minute Adam steps on the stage, they erupt into a cheer. I pull out a book from my bag. As much as I'd prefer to watch the show, I've got to study hard now and keep up my grades. That grant depends on it. It's hard to pay attention to the reading now. My mind is still swimming with what John said.
It's not shyness, it's selfishness.
My muscles have tightened up again. I can't believe he managed to make me so angry in such short amount of time. I run my fingers through my hair and pace back and forth. I know I should be so quick to pass judgment, but what am I even doing here? My question is swallowed by the pounding music and the cheers of the crowd. The music winds down and Adam jogs backstage. It's exuberant. Another good show? I brush aside my dismal thoughts and offer Adam an encouraging smile.
You know it!
He throws himself in his chair and moans.
I'm so tired, though. Do I really have to go to school tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes. He rolls his head back and sighs. You're the one who said you could handle it.
Well, you should have stopped me.
Yeah, like I could do that. I give him a gentle tap on the head.
How?
He rubs the spot on his head sadly.
You're gonna make me stupid if you keep hitting me on the head like that.
I hold back a smile.
Yeah, I know. I'm already stupid.
I didn't say a thing.
You didn't have to. I can see it in your eyes.
He smiles and leans towards me.
I'm glad you're less worried.
He pokes my forehead gently.
You were starting to get wrinkles.
I quickly cover my forehead. I was not.
You definitely were.
Adam Eaton, you should know better than to tell a girl that she's getting wrinkles.
I said you were getting wrinkles. Not anymore.
The principle still holds.
No, I really don't think it does.
Well,
are we heading back to campus or what?
Adam snaps his fingers in mock impatience.
You're wasting time, Sean.
Fine. I gather up my books and stash them away. I didn't realize you were so worried about the time.
You know me.
I roll my eyes and he laughs.
Come on, let's go back together.
Adam drives me back to the dorm building and I head straight to my room. My laptop sits on my desk, orange LED blinking slowly. I tap the touchpad and the screen lights up. An icon in the bottom of the screen informs me that I have new email. It might be important. I guess I should check it. I stare at the email in shock. Is this some sort of joke? It's a job offer from someone named Lloyd Newton. I look up his name. Whoa, he's the producer and director for Double Agent. My parents loved that show. Well, the name is legitimate, but I really hope this isn't some kind of elaborate joke. My cursor hovers over the delete button, but I hesitate. If this is real, it's a great opportunity. Hardly anyone knows who I am or what I do. Or even the fact that I'm here, I guess, is that this is real. I should say I can make it.
Lloyd N. M.U.A.
Needed!
Or makeup artist, you know. Hello, Sean. My name is Lloyd Newton, and I'm directing a test shoot tomorrow for a possible TV series to be filmed here. Unfortunately, the makeup artist we had has been called away by a family emergency, and I'm really hurting to find someone. Sorry for the late notice, but I heard you were a reliable girl, and I was hoping you'd be able to come in and help us out tomorrow. It would mean the world, and then some, if you did. Loves, Lloyd.
Loves.
I'll be there. Thank you for thinking of me. Yay! We need you see at 5 a.m. tomorrow. It's at Dogson's. I am thinking it's Dogson. I don't know how to pronounce that one. I think it's probably Dodgson. Yes. Dodgson Studios and Studio C. Studio C. The address.
Puns.
No, it's not a pun.
I know.
The address is on their site. Awesome. Now we'll log out.
Hardly anyone knows who I am or what I do, or even the fact that I've already done this. Well, on the bright side, it looks like I've got work. On the downside, it looks like I'm only going to get 4 hours of sleep tonight. Man, I've only been in college for 2 days and I'm already planning to skip class. My high school teachers would weep to me right now to see me now. I curl up under the covers in my bed. What's done is done. The best I can do now is get a good night's sleep.
Let's see how long this has been going so far.
Whoa!
Okay, well, we are stopping this episode right here. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll finish up this prologue next time. I forgot how long this freaking
Prologue is. But yeah.
So,
Tune in next time.
Tune in next time. We shall put in some stuff in the description for you guys to look at. And yeah.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Bye.